What is going on, Thunder Nation? Wow. OKC Thunder, your NBA final world champions. What a night. I'm almost like it stinks that Halliburton didn't play. I'll just say it off the front. But I am so freaking happy as a Thunder fan that they got this done. And you know what? Down the stretch, you kept thinking, let's just end this thing. And finally they did. OKC Thunder, world champions. This team, best team in the regular season. SJ, best player in the NBA, wins MVP of the Western Conference Finals, wins MVP of the finals. Wow. Don't know what else to say, Jeremy. I mean, the last time I, as a fan, experienced my team winning a championship was Oklahoma Sooners in 2000. Before that, it was the Dallas Cowboys. This is just it's rare air for me as a fan. And I'm freaking pumped, man. I'm excited.
I'm not going to lie. Watching this post-game celebration, so much respect for Sam Presti. I'll be at the parade, Okie Lawn guy. Hey, definitely Sooner Surge meet up at the parade. Jay, you'll be out of town, so you won't be there.
Yeah, of course. The one time they win it, I'll be out of town. You're right. I know.
Hey, I'm going to go ahead and delete Bevo's Bodyguards comment because it's trash. Who cares about asterisks? They're the champions. And guess what? Hey, when the third quarter, OKC's down 1, SGA was phenomenal in the third with the assist. 3 or 4 straight possessions where he goes up in the air, 2 or 3 guys on him right before he lands. He kicks it out for 3. J-Dub and Chet both show up in the second half. Lou Dort, 7 rebounds. Just a killer on defense, Jay.
Well, this game was won by the Thunder in the third quarter. That's when the game was won. McConnell goes from the 8:32 mark of the third quarter to the 9-something of the fourth quarter. He was the only player that scored for Indiana. He was single-handedly trying to keep him in it, but you know, there's a couple guys that I want to call out tonight that had games that we're probably not going to talk about a lot. And yeah, Tone Loc, 1,000%. They never they played their guts off, man. But I think Chet defensively was just so good. He was outstanding. I mean, he was staying with guys that he shouldn't have no business staying with up top. He was playing down low, getting blocks. I think he had 5 or 6 blocks. But the other one is, I thought Cason Wallace in the second quarter had 4 steals. Big three. Dort was really good, unnoticed on some of it on his defense. He just does that every night. And then, hey, Caruso's first true 2 threes were massive. But this game changed in the third quarter when the Thunder hit 4 of their first 8 threes. That was the difference in the game. They got hot from 3. They hit 3 in a row to go up 9. And once they got to 9, I think it felt like, okay.
People have been critical of Mark Daigneault. I give him mad props because Alex Caruso started the third quarter. They did not play the double big lineup. And they did not start Cason Wallace. He said, you won a championship. You're starting this quarter. And it was huge. The third quarter is where they won this championship. And great God, they did. They really just won. It's crazy. How much does OKC deserve this? I tell you what, the fans were unbelievable tonight. The city, the way they've built it from how, I mean, it is a master plan on how to build a championship from chairman to owner to CEO to coach to players to culture. Yeah, I said it. Culture. I said it. That's right. Culture.
You said the word culture, but this
and I'll say it again.
This isn't football. This is Oklahoma City Thunder. When you win,
guys don't always finish last, do they?
Well, when you win, it doesn't matter, Jerem. Yeah. So, yeah, let's go.
Guys finished first tonight, didn't they?
Hey, Jerem, I think there were a lot of. I will say this: down the stretch, you could tell Oklahoma City has never been in this situation. They were just trying to let's end this game. They had some bad possessions down the stretch, but who cares? They got the W. They got the championship. Now it's like, okay, the monkey's off your back a little bit if you're those young guys. They've already at their age won a championship. Now next year, run it back, baby. That's all I got to say.
saw Steelerman said he wanted to go at you tonight. I think he was kidding.
Hey, bring it. Hey, let me just say this. I was dead wrong on the Thunder this postseason. I did not pick them to win the championship. I did not pick them to make the finals. I thought Denver would get them. I was wrong. Denver didn't get them. And look, it's a championship for the Thunder, and I couldn't be more happy and elated. And you know what I thought was kind of, I don't know. I'd have to go back and watch. But a guy that, dead wrong. Still, I mean, dead wrong.
Hey, you know what's funny is I see Okie Lawn guys. Are they old enough to celebrate with champagne? My 10-year-old in the other room just said, Dad, what's champagne? He's definitely too young to be talking about that.
Well, these players aren't 10. They're a little older than that. So I think you're right.
He's making a comment.
Right. Starting in the dynasty. The West is tough. It's going to be a tough ride. That's why you got to win a chip like this. When you have the home,
that's only going to get better. J-Dub's only going to get better.
Yeah, but when you have your home court advantage in Game 7 at home, and you have that big of a crowd advantage throughout the postseason, you got to win it. They won it, and now
they're here to stay. And
they can win.
They're here to stay, and you got the MJ Scotty comparison to SGA and J-Dub. And I'll tell you what, the Scotty Pippen comparisons with J-Dub, I think it's a great comparison because what he does defensively, and then he picks up the slack when they need him sometimes offensively. And you could tell SGA in the postgame. I mean, you talk about a guy who stepped up. Jalen Williams.
He had a big
was phenomenal.
He had a big second half and made some big buckets for them. SGA, let's just be honest, call it like it is. That's what we do. The second half, he did not shoot it very well. I think for the game,
he shot 12 threes, man.
For the game, he was 8 of 25, I think, but he shot 12 threes. That's out of characteristic of SGA. He just kind of settled for the jumper.
Hey,
but it doesn't matter. They won the game.
And before we get into more details and all that stuff, I do have to say, two of my boys and I were watching the game. When that happened to Tyrese Halliburton, all three of our reactions were, oh, man, absolutely sucks. Not one of us was cheering that the one of the best players on the other team went down. No. In fact, I even said, Jay, this does not mean it's over. Look, Halliburton had hit 3 early threes. It just absolutely sucks for him because definitely hard to watch. But kudos to Indiana. They fought, and Daniel says he didn't want to speak it into existence, but I had a feeling Tyree's going to – it's always those calves, like almost the exact same way too.
Yep, and there it is. Colin's posting it. The Thunder NBA Championship Parade will be Tuesday at 10:30.
Oh, my boys are going to be upset.
Why? They can't go?
Well, I can't.
There it is. Tuesday at 10:30. Hey, Jerm, we went over this earlier, but the Thunder, somebody put it in there, I think, earlier. Let me see if I can find it. I was going to answer a question in here. But we'll get the phone lines open in just a little bit, Colin. Gosh, I can't find it. I'll remember it later on. But Thunder didn't shoot it particularly well. They got the win. They made some big threes in the second half. First half, the Thunder shot it absolutely horrible from 3. But second half had some massive threes. Yeah, I felt really bad for Halliburton. That's awful. And it's same injury. Isn't it the same injury Durant injured when he had the calf strain? I think it is.
I'm pretty sure this is an Achilles, Jay.
But he had a calf strain that led to his next injury.
And Sooner Cowboy, I wouldn't say OKC played horribly during the game. They had spurts. They played really bad. But you don't win an NBA championship Game 7 and play horribly. They had a lot of big time rebounds. Chet with the 5 blocks was absolutely great. You look at the Indiana series, Jay. He averaged 13 points, almost 9 rebounds a game, a few blocks a game. He's going to get better. Lou Dort, you can't talk enough about. They didn't play a lot of guys, Jay. Ihart did a couple of good things, a couple of tip ins. He struggled early, but they went small most of the second half. It paid off.
Wiggins didn't play a whole lot. You know what? Chet, we all want to talk about the offseason, what they're going to do to get better. Last year, they got Caruso, they got Ihart. iHeart was good, but like as far as defending the rim, Chet tonight was unbelievable, and he's been that way in some of the postseason. But tonight was special, and you can even go back to. There's been a few games where in different series where he's been caught one-on-one with an elite guard, and he's able to keep him in front of him. That is so hard to do for a 7-footer, and he did that tonight on multiple occasions. But somebody mentioned Indiana. I'm very impressed with Indiana. They'll be back. They got Nimhart really good. Mathur. I mean, golly, they got some talent on that team, and they're going to be back. They're going to be back next year. Right now, when you say in the East, I mean, they got to be the well. I guess Halliburton will be out. That's going to be the issue for them. Probably he's going to be out. So, Finals MVP was SGA. I think everybody thought that would happen, even though after the game he kind of said, "I share this with J-Dub." I mean, they both had great series. The best two teams in the league, second after the season, the best two leagues were there in the finals. There you go. You can't beat that.
I also thought it was horrible they kept showing the injury. That was just bad. Bad.
Yeah. I think we got Jackson joining. What's up, Jackson?
Man, guys, can't stop smiling tonight. That's someone opening it up.
Why? Why are you smiling, Jackson? Yeah,
it's almost like there was an NBA championship one tonight. Something small,
Hey, let me ask you this. I don't know exactly your age, but
19.
This has got to be this is the first championship you've ever witnessed for any of your sports teams.
2014, I witnessed the Giants, but I don't really remember that.
Baseball, let's go. I mean, I witnessed the Royals too, and I didn't even count that. And I'm a baseball fan.
So this is the first championship I witnessed, but just what a game.
Unsung hero tonight. Who was it, Jackson?
Well, hold on. I'm going to say it, and then I'll answer a question. But first of all, just praise up to Tyrese Halliburton. I mean, like that's horrible what happened tonight. You hate to see that kind of injury happen, to see the emotion that was on his face. I know you saw the Thunder players, the Indiana players all gather around him. It's very unfortunate. Indiana, heck of a season, but the Thunder, we all agreed they were the better team coming into the series, and it wasn't pretty, but they were able to win. But Jeremy, to answer your
question, it was beautiful tonight. There was nothing ugly about it. A Game 7 championship win. There's nothing ugly about it. The people who are sitting there saying, wasn't pretty, didn't play well, they won Game 7 of the NBA Finals.
Well, no, it
was beautiful. It was a masterpiece.
Okay. All right, my fault. But Jeremy, to answer your question, I'm gonna have to go with Lou Dort, man. I think him on defense and him on the glass, a freaking monster.
And then the huge steal late. Hey, I got two.
Chet Holmgren.
Oh yeah,
Chet Holmgren's blocks. Alex Caruso with the couple threes in the first half. He had a couple more I felt like should have gone in as well. We're halfway down and out. Miles.
I thought when they put Dort on McConnell, he pushed him 45 feet out from the basket. The next time he's on him, they knocked the ball out of bounds, and McConnell got hands on his knees, breathing heavily. He wanted no part of Lou Dort, okay? It changed the game.
Well, a couple of things changed the game on that part with McConnell. Mark Daigneault made a great move and started to trap him at half court and get it out of his hands. And I think that was a huge move out of a timeout. They got a turnover of one. It led to a dunk. That was a great move. I know Collins asked for the call.
Can we talk about another elite performance defensively? What they did to Pascal Siakam. Siakam was a no-show in the second. Every shot he shot, they had a hand in his face. Caruso, J-Will. Can we talk about J-Will's defense? Jalen Williams, J-Dub's defense.
You mean J-Dub?
Yeah, J-Dub, I said.
J-Will's on the bench. Okay.
Yeah, absolutely great defender. Just unbelievable.
Yep, and there's the link right there. If you'd like to call in and give us your thoughts, as Oklahoma City Thunder are your world champions. That's right. Oklahoma City Thunder are the world champions of the NBA.
Too many threes tonight?
What?
Nothing. Go ahead.
What'd you say?
Too many threes.
SGA shot too many threes, but overall, the three-pointer was huge for OKC.
We got Steelman on. Right before we get here to Steelman, there's something that I want to say.
Spit it out.
ShaiGilgeous-Alexander. I don't know where this ranks among individual runs in NBA history of one season, but it has got to be up there. I mean, you talk about a
He won
generational
all the awards. So, I mean, it was great.
a masterclass. Dude is a professional scorer. You can call him a foul baiter, a free throw merchant. People that don't know basketball will call him a free throw merchant. I'm sorry. But that dude, he's a professional scorer. He has an argument after this run to be the best player in the NBA right now. I mean, dude was phenomenal.
I mean, one MVP, so you could argue that for sure. You could argue it. I don't know. I mean, there's going to be people differ on that because people like
right. I know, but I'm just going to say what we got to witness was absolutely just something you're not going to see very often from a single player. It was just absolutely amazing. Dude was definitely worth the trade for Paul George. You can say that when you look back.
Well, yeah, for sure. Hey, let's get to Steeler, man. I'm sure he wants to say something to me. So what's up, Steeler, man?
Hey, guys. Can you guys hear me okay?
Yeah, man. How are you? Feeling good?
I'm doing well. Yeah, as much as I'd like to come at you guys, I'm in too good of a mood to really be mad. So I'll just say I'm really happy that we made it. There were a couple things. First off, just came back from Vegas. Let me tell you something. I watched at the Circa Game 6. That was like watching a Pacers home game. It was terrible. Everyone there was a Pacers fan, and it was the worst thing. I was wearing a Thunder shirt, and it was not good for me. I'll tell you that. I want to ask you guys' thought on why Chet's offense seems to have fallen off a cliff a little bit. It seems like he forgot how to catch the ball and how to dribble, and I just want to know like what happened there.
Well, I'll tell you my opinion is this. I felt like in the postseason he kind of he looked a little bit out of place. I don't know if, and when he did get the ball, I felt like he was really rushing. Like when he was driving, he was rushing it and just fumbling the ball around. I don't know. I think you know what I think he needs, Steeler man. I think he needs to work on a down low game post up and stuff because I don't.
It's never going to happen, Jay.
Well, Jeremy, might.
That does not need what he needs to be doing. He needs to get the ball at the top of the key or at the 3-point line, and like Steeler man said, part of his game was he was able to drive or pump fake from the 3-point line and take 2 massive steps and throw down a
If you watch him, he looks like he has to look at the ball and the ground when he dribbles now. It's crazy. I don't know what's going on.
I agree.
And I do think that tonight, Chet, he might not have had his most points in the game in the series, but I thought he played his best game offensively. Very efficient. I don't know if he finished like 5 for 7, 5 for 8.
He didn't shoot it a whole lot, though. He didn't shoot.
He had 5 blocks again. No one's ever going to question Chet's defense. Now, I have questioned his toughness on rebounds. Tonight, he was good.
Okay, his defense against TJ needs help though, because it's embarrassing that McConnell's scoring over him. McConnell looks like he should be playing down at LA Fitness, and for some reason, he looks like he's torching.
Well, I'm pretty sure that McConnell and Chet switched on him twice in the fourth quarter, and Chet stopped him the first time.
Okay, fourth quarter, yes, I agree. For one quarter, we did lock him down. I'm talking about the other 8 that he's torched us.
Yeah,
on.
he was.
He blows right by Case and Wallace.
He fooled Case and Wallace more than anyone else.
Yeah. So I also wanted to say, as much as I'd like to give Jay his medicine, I actually need to take my medicine from Germ because I was going after J-Dub there for a while in this series because he was shooting terribly, and then he had that 40-point game, and I couldn't say anything.
Hey, Stiller, man, you know what's funny? And I'm not going to say it tonight, but there was a game where J-Dub went 6 for 16, and people got on here, and you weren't one of them, but people said he's going to shoot him out of games. It was a terrible performance. Tonight he was 7 for 17, and no one's saying that.
Yep. No, I get it. J-Dub is tough because he does so much defensively, and that doesn't show up on the box sheet, right?
Exactly.
So it's really tough to really quantify what he does. So all you see is he doesn't shoot very well. Yeah. So, anyways,
but also, don't you think the wrist? I think the wrist was bothering him.
I do think there's that a little bit. I don't want to sit here and talk injuries because you have some trolls in the chat. Which, by the way, hey chat, the more attention you guys give the trolls, the more they're going to troll. So that's my tip from a former troll myself. So if you leave them alone, they'll go away and find somebody else to give them attention. Anyways, I'm happy. I'm sure there are other people who want to be happy with you guys. So I'm going to take care and get out of here. But
thanks, Stiller, man.
Love all the Thunder lives. Keep it up.
Appreciate it. Thanks for joining.
Hey, Jay, and to go off what you said about the J-Dub wrist and what Steelman said, I think it was a factor in some ways, and that's why I think whenever J-Dub was attacking downhill, that's when he was at his best. And not
when he was, I just think he was,
and
it was a little off. So I think
J-Dub in the finals, he might not have been the most efficient, but neither was Shai. I think some of that's just a part of the way the NBA Finals is played. It's tougher than any other series. But also, I do think he solidified himself as one of the best second options in the NBA after this finals run. For sure.
He helped him a lot. I mean, the 40-point game was massive. So, hey, we got a few callers on. We got to get to them. Let's get to Colin. What's up, Colin?
Man, what a night.
What a night, man. Oh, what a night.
Let me start off first off saying prayers for Halliburton. I hate to see that. It was going to be a good game. But I hate the people trying to say this is how we won is because of that. The KD situation happened where you're the one that played. Halliburton told the guys, put me in when he had that strained calf, knowing the risk.
Yeah.
That could happen. And respect. Even me in that situation, I'm not sitting out a game 7 in the NBA Finals.
Yeah. And
So you
hey,
can't
Colin.
deny the fact to say sit out because that's the biggest game. But at the end of the day, they kind of had to know that could have possibly happened. Because if I'm not wrong, didn't KD doing his finals run with Warriors, same thing happened?
KD, I don't remember the exact game, but that's the exact same injury. Yes.
Where he's playing on the strained calf.
They knew this could be a thing. And you know what? Hallie was going to have a good game. These are the games he plays.
Yeah.
I mean,
again,
KD got
I
hurt.
feel like an underrated strat. 12 assists or 13 assists for Shai.
Yeah.
Trying to just get everyone involved, knowing it's not just him. Yes, late in game, in the fourth, he was trying to put the dagger with the 3. Wish he didn't take as many of those.
I agree.
But it felt like he was just making the right read every single time.
Yeah.
Just sometimes they weren't making the shot. And underrated again, Chet. He finally found out he's one of the tallest guys down there. We found out you can put a 7'1" guy on a 5'6" TJ McConnell, and you can actually play decent defense.
Yeah, that's right. And hey, one thing about Chet that I didn't mention when Stillerman was on there, but I watched it tonight, and this is, I think, his biggest problem offensively right now. One thing, he's not very aggressive. There was a time it was the third or fourth quarter, Thunder got the ball in transition. The guy guarding Chet was McConnell. And Chet is standing 2 feet from the basket with McConnell on him. Instead of just posting him up, he walks and kind of stands around and just watches things. I'm like, post him up and posterize him. That's what he should have done. He's got to be more aggressive.
My favorite shot was definitely the Lou Dort logo 3 to beat the buzzer.
That might have been the play of that game. I can't remember what point that took him to on the lead. Maybe at 11. That was a huge play that we have not even talked about.
That was just that half-court heave, shot clock running off, just put up a shot. And
for some reason, I thought that put the Thunder up by like 4.
It put them up 5. It went from 2 to 5.
It was massive, massive.
But again, J-Dub being able to spot up in the corner and whatnot. And the big thing is people, I feel like, undervaluing what Shai was able to do. Like, it's not going to show up on the box score, but the fact that he was driving and touching paint every possession and drawing 4 and just that attention he was able to bring and just trust his teammates in that moment. In that moment when you're like the main scorer, it felt like it's very easy to just feel like you have to take over. You have to take all the shots. You have to be the hero.
Yeah.
But just sticking with the game. And then, like I said, even Hartenstein was getting in there with a couple steals. But another underrated, Caruso with the defense. He tried to put a jam on someone, and then you got Cason Wallace, who had 3 steals in the first quarter. Like,
good effort by all, man. It was just
2 in the backcourt.
It was a team effort, like Sam Presti said tonight. It's a team. They're the epitome of team.
Is Sam Presti now with the ring in his belt the greatest GM? Because I know that was his only thing, is he'd never had a ring.
What he's done is going to be the blueprint for owners and general managers in the future. Blueprint. And I know one about 30 minutes down the road named Jim Nagy, who's trying to recreate the exact thing this year in Norman, Oklahoma. Okay?
The last thing I'll say, I know it's still early because we got drafted before next season, and I'll probably see you guys at parade. But what's your confidence with Topic coming back, with us probably keeping the same roster,
They're back.
of us repeating next
They're
year?
back. They're
Do you
right
think
in the
we're
driver's seat.
favorites? Do you think
Yeah,
we'll be
they're
the
the
favorites?
favorites.
Yeah, I mean,
tough.
you're just gonna have to wait and see what happens.
Wait, you're telling me they're not the favorites right now, Jackson and Jay?
They
didn't
are.
say
They are the
They are the
favorites.
Are they the favorites?
To get too
Yes,
far.
they're the favorites. I said it's gonna be tough. It's tough to repeat in any sport.
Yes.
Sure
Hey,
is.
Colin, thanks for the call. Thanks for always being on there on the Thunder Lives. Appreciate it. Hey, go
Thank
go
you.
jump in the canal. Go jump in the canal like these other
I
people.
want to. I saw those videos.
I may go downtown just to go celebrate because I know the city's not going to sleep tonight.
That's right. Go jump in the canal, man.
I may
Thanks,
go
Colin.
climb a light post.
That's right. Climb it. Put it on Twitter, man. Have a good night, man. Appreciate
Hey,
you.
we're going from Colin to one of the OGs of the surge here in Coconut Greg.
Coconut.
We know he's excited. Hopefully, didn't wake the kid up with too loud celebrating. But what's up?
Oh man, it just feels good to be a champion.
Doesn't it?
Congrats to all the Oklahoma City fans, everyone in the chat, everyone at the Sooner Surge. Man, it seems like we've been waiting for this championship for decades. I mean, I know the team just got here in 08, but we've been close so many times just to finally cross that finish line and hoist the trophy. It's something special. If I was in OKC tonight, right now, I'd probably be at Chelino's shotgunning sopapillas. Man. But I think this final game was pretty indicative of really like the last three playoff series we had. Just kind of a tough start. You got to give Indiana a ton of credit. They came out just blazing hot. And again, Halliburton knocking all those threes, prayers for him. That was a nasty injury. And I agree. I was like, man, why do they keep showing this? Like, what on earth?
Well, that and the fact that Lisa Salter said breaking news in the third quarter, he won't be back. No kidding.
No kidding. It's like the guy suffered at least, I don't want to say career ending, but this is going to put him months behind. But I was getting pretty nervous there, especially towards the end of the fourth quarter. You got to like that hot third quarter, but we're basically just kind of just posting up at the top of the key, kind of running one little pick and just hoping something comes out of it and just, leaving it up to a long three, whereas Indiana's driving to the basket every single play. And I was like, why are we not doing that? What on earth? Like, are we even running an offense right now? But
I think it's a perfect example, though. Jay, I think it's a perfect example of when you're trying to put a team away and they're just desperate, they attack. Yeah. I thought OKC settled too much once they were just playing to hold on to the end. And it worked. They won, but I'd like to see more attacking.
Greg, I think it's more that if you go back to the whole playoffs, there were a lot of games like this where they would get a lead and they would play not to lose instead of playing to win.
Yeah,
they would have attacked. I think they could have extended that lead.
Yeah. If they would just kind of keep their foot on the gas a little bit, keep pressure in, on the dribbler and in the passing lanes. That's their bread and butter right there. No one can really stop them when they're doing that well and not fouling. But all that to be said, we hoisted the trophy. This is awesome. Third best day of my life. I'll say it.
Let me guess. Wait, number one is the kid being born, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Number two,
getting married.
Marriage.
Yeah, 2 would be when I was lucky enough to be married. This will be 3. Now, if we can get another Oklahoma football championship, that'll slide into number 3, and this one will go to number 4.
I agree.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Yeah. But hey, thanks guys. It's been an awesome season, and can't wait to do it again next year.
That's right, man. Have a good night.
See ya.
Man, it's been a good run, guys, on this. We started doing these Thunder Lives, about a quarter of the way through the season. Golly, it's been fun getting to talk to the Thunder people. It's been great.
And Jay, I don't know if you've been on Twitter after the game. Jeremy, I don't know if you're there in front of your computer right now, but I don't know if you guys saw the video from News on 9 of the skyline of the city right now.
I haven't.
You need to go find it. There's fireworks for miles. You can see people in the streets with lights on their phones. It's just like the city.
It's insane.
It's insane. Like, I can't stop smiling. I'm not gonna lie. After the game, there were some tears going down my face of joy.
Thanks for sharing, man.
Yeah, but it's phenomenal because I've never experienced really a championship in my lifetime. This is the first one. Jay, I don't know if this is the first one for you of all your pro teams. Jeremy, I'm not sure, but
Dallas Cowboys, baby.
oh yeah,
No, gunshots at
Whoa,
Scissortail
whoa.
Park, man. Not good. This is why it's never good when people have alcohol and are either upset or happy either way. Yeah, everyone needs to be safe. Hey, guys, Daniel said something, and I saw Platone's comment about the assist. We've talked about on here a lot. Double digits in assists from Shai, and OKC is going to win. They did tonight. He had 12. Hey, couple of things that are ironic. One, on the day Kevin Durant is traded,
yeah.
OKC wins the title. Booyah! Booyah! Secondly, about 30 minutes south of where OKC wins the title stands a guy named Jerry Schmidt. Coincidence? All right, just joke, guys. Let's move on.
Are you saying because of the Halliburton injury?
Oh yeah, I just had to do it.
Don't
I
go there.
had to do it for people.
Don't go there.
I had to.
Hey, you know what's crazy?
Transparency.
Kevin Durant going to Houston. All MVPs from the Thunder have now played at Houston.
Yeah. I know.
Shai, don't ever do it to us. Don't ever do it.
Hey, did you guys see that Kevin Durant tweeted about the Thunder winning?
Hey, he did. He said, "Congrats." I thought
Hey,
that was.
you guys see this behind me?
Paul George.
Paul George. Thank you.
Paul George.
Hey, actually, thank you, Damian Lillard. He's the one that started all of this
By knocking the Thunder out of that.
knocking the Thunder out of that series. Yep.
Yeah.
He was at the game tonight.
Wow.
Schmidt is that.
Hey, what about that earlier that they put in there? 3 Achilles torn and all wore number 0. Is that right? Halliburton, Tatum. Who is the other one? Who am I missing?
I'm not wearing number 0. I
In
promise
the
you.
playoffs. In the playoffs, who am I missing? Halliburton, Tatum. Who is the other one?
Well,
Was it
Russ
Lillard?
wore 0, but he
Was
didn't
it
tear
Lillard?
it.
Yeah.
Wait, was it
Lillard. It was Lillard.
That's wild. That is unbelievable, dude.
No, that's crazy.
Why
Hey,
is there so many Achilles injuries?
well, I think a part of it is people are mistaking calf injuries for Achilles strains.
Not the
And
training staff. Surely not.
No, well, I know.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I do think that these players, they want to play so bad, and you can't blame Halliburton for wanting to risk it all on the court.
Hey, I've got a question for the chat.
Yeah.
Anyone that's in the 918, I know 918 is. Academy on 81st and Garnett was going to open up after the game tonight. I know they're also opening up at 7 a.m. I need to know how late they're opening tonight. My son has called, can't get through. How late is Academy on 81st and Garnett open?
They'll be open for a while, Jerry.
Wait, what do you mean your son can't get through? Like,
On the phone.
oh.
I need to know how late they're open. I'm going to go buy a shirt and a hat.
Well, I know that tomorrow we're going around Tulsa, me and some of my family, to look for shirts.
Hey,
So,
Jerm, is there not? Let me ask you guys this. You remember how we used to do it? Is there not no QVC anymore?
Oh, please, Jay.
You remember
still
QVC?
exists.
what is
Academy
QVC?
has them down the road, okay?
What is
Figure
QVC?
out how late-
QVC,
Someone in
they
the
would
chat,
have it.
help a surge guy out and
Hey.
let me know how late. Walmart doesn't have them, mess.
Hey,
Walmart
Jerm,
doesn't have them.
Jerm, QVC. Remember when you would get on after the game and just call? It was a TV show that had shopping on it. They
I
would
know
have-
what QVC is, Jay.
I'm telling Jackson, he's a young pup. I bought some gear after championships.
Nice.
Hey, he was on
That's
earlier. He was on earlier, but just
Who
couldn't take it.
cares?
Couldn't take it.
There's
cares
somebody
what
I'm not shocked that's not on this live tonight. And I'm not going to say.
Hey,
names.
Who cares about where anybody is? I don't care. We got an Oklahoma City
That's-
championship. That's all
Hey,
you care about.
It's a time to talk about FanStop though. But FanStop has the best shirt of the month club. It's all universities. Any university you want, pretty much, they got them all. But specifically, sign up for the OU shirt of the month club. FanStop is great.
Jay and Jerm, I have something to ask you guys. Whenever you look back upon this season, outside of tonight, do you guys have like a favorite player moment from the season that you can think of off the top of your head?
I'm going to go, I'll just say mine. Mine, it's not a particular play, but it was one of two. It was Denver. What was that game? Was that game 4 I'm trying to think. Or
Yeah.
they had to have, and they got it. Yes, Denver, and then Indiana, same situation. Like there was those games, in my opinion, where you lost on your home court, and you had to get one, and they got it. I mean those. But as far as a particular play, you know what's sad is the plays I remember is Aaron Gordon from 3 in the corner in the Halliburton game 1. That's what comes flooding my mind, because the Thunder didn't have like just a buzzer beater to win a game. But probably the thing I remember about this team is how bad they destroyed people some games. I mean, there were games where they would just absolutely put you in a closet defensively.
Yeah,
and they did it at night. Other than McConnell in the third, they had everybody else in a closet, and they were hiding them in the closet.
This was the best individual defense they had played on Siakam for sure.
They allow less than 100 points tonight. And Jay, to me, what epitomizes the entire Thunder season, you could see in one play, a couple plays by Lou Dort. He got an offensive rebound, kicked it back out late, and then he chased down Nembhard from behind.
That was huge.
And got a steal, and that's when I took a deep breath and said, they did it. They did it. They did it. OKC, NBA champions.
Hey, let me ask y'all a question. Let me ask you a question, both of you. I'm going to give you a name, and I want you to answer this question. I don't need an explanation. I just want you to answer. And you can do this in the chat too. Do the Thunder win a championship if Ihart's not on the team?
No.
I don't think so.
Do they win it without Caruso? No.
No.
So those two moves,
Presti,
those two moves, Sam Presti did exactly what he needed to do. Because without Ihart, when Chet's injury, when Chet's not, they would have had nobody at rim protector at all. And
Isaiah Joe got no minutes. I didn't even see Isaiah Joe in the post.
Hey, and you know what? I think with this Thunder team, guys are going to have to get moved because there's not going to be enough spots. I'm not going to speculate on who's going to get moved.
not this year.
That's for another day.
Yeah.
I mean, they got young guys, Jackson, that, Jones, and I mean, Mitchell. You could talk about that. None of the big guys are getting moved.
Daniel, defensively, they're maybe one of the best of all those great teams. Offensively, I'm not sure, but
I don't think this team at their age could beat some of those teams. Some of those teams that were a little.
I don't think that this team could beat that Golden State team in the series.
but you know what? Who really cares? Because they won this year.
Absolutely.
Ring.
And I don't remember who said it after the game, but like they said that this may be like this is not a short-term thing. This is something that'll be etched in history forever. That was some Thunder player that said that.
Shai.
Yeah, but it's phenomenal. But this season there were so many great plays, but tonight's the best of it all.
Open until midnight. Hey, that is my call. I'm getting 2 of my boys. I'm heading there to get a championship shirt or hat. I just want to say massive thanks to everyone that's joined the Thunder Talks that we've had. Okay, for taking a day or two off of Sooner Talk to talk Thunder. It's been a blast. Thanks for your support of our channel. We appreciate it very much. And now we turn our attention to solely Oklahoma football. It's a turn the page. It's Oklahoma football season officially around the corner.
Yeah, and I'll say this too as I close here. A lot of the people in this chat may not care that much about the Thunder, but they still support the channel and come. I appreciate that. I mean, let me see if I can get a trivia to close it, Jackson. Do you have one more thought you had to say?
Man, I mean, it's really hard to put into words what tonight means because, like, you guys have experienced championship. This is the first time all of us are experiencing the Thunder championship, but I've never experienced a really pro championship for any of my favorite teams. So, I mean, I don't really know what to think right now, but it's just been a phenomenal night. I'm hoping I can make the parade on Tuesday. That's the goal. We're going to see if that happens, but it's been a hell of a season, guys. It's been fun, been very stressful. I'm sad it's over, but also I'm happy because the nerves are gone. And I'm sure, Jeremy, you can relate to that. It's nice to sit back and truly focus on OU football because that's why to be here.
All right.
Hey, say your trivia and I'll close this up.
All right, I got a trivia, and hope I got the right answer here. But just tell me, this season, what player scored the most points against Oklahoma City in one game? I'll tell you how many points. 38 points against the Thunder in one game. Who was this player?
That's the most someone scored. I thought it would be in like the 40s.
Based off, I hope I'm correct on this, but I think I am. 38
Okay.
points,
They may need a hint.
not Joker. Now, wait. Now, this is regular season. Sorry. I think Joker did it in playoffs, so you got to give it to him. I'm talking
Brian
regular season.
Scalabrine, Daniel. I love it.
My bad. Hey, I did not explain that very well. I'm saying regular season. Postseason, yes, Joker. And there it is. Platoon 20. Fred Van
Platoon
Vliet.
20.
Okay.
Hey, and I'm going to go back, and I'm going to
December
go back,
1st.
and I'm going to go back to Platoon 20's comment about not ever taking anything for granted. It's hard to get there, and it's harder to win it. And you can see with J-Dub, with his tears, all of that had come to fruition, all the work and sacrifice that it took. And it happens today that the NBA champions 2025 are the Oklahoma City Thunder. Great season. And what a night to be an Oklahoma City Thunder fan. And enjoy it, everyone. And guys, can't wait for the parade today. Thanks for joining us. Appreciate it. I'm heading to Academy to get a shirt or a hat.
Awesome.
Thanks so much. We will see you all next time.
Thunder up.
Thunder up. Thunder up. Be safe.